Today on Soul Singer Discovers, we're going to be discovering the new single by Sleep Token. Will there be a mysterious music video that makes no sense? Yes. Will there potentially be an instrument in there that probably shouldn't be? Yes. Is Vessel going to tell us all about mysterious things to do with their life? Probably. Let's dip in, shall we? Welcome back to another Soul Singer Discovers. Hey! I hope you're all incredibly well. If you're not, can I suggest rotting? Just in your bed, nowhere fancy.
I wash myself with a rag on a stick.
Today on Soul Singer Discovers, we're going to be rediscovering the new single, we're going to be rediscovering Sleep Token, but we're discovering the new single. There you go, got there in the end. Before we get there, do you enjoy two professional musicians prattling on about metal music, its origins and its afterlings? What? Why not head over to my new podcast, Does Metal Have Soul? The answer, yes, but let's talk about it at length, whilst also taking the piss out of each other. Also, why not check out some of my original music? I believe per stream, I earn the grand total of £50 in old money. Some say I should be able to buy myself dinner when I'm 498 at McDonald's, which of course by then, they'll be president of the world. Okay, we're not messing around. We listened to the last new single from the sort of new collection of music by Sleep Token. There was a saxophone solo in it. There's been some hot debate in the comment section about who performed that. Some people are very firmly saying, but an Instagram musician has posted a picture of their instrument and the fact that they played the solo. But there's also been some people saying, well, no, that's a programmed instrument. They might have programmed the instrument, but that's not a live saxophone. Honestly, I don't care. I'm completely honest. I thought it was a programmed instrument when I first heard it. I'm just a professional musician who mixes and masters their own music. What the fuck do I know? But you know, who cares? It was a lovely song. I did re-listen to it a few times and I thought, actually, I wanted a little bit more from the first outing from them. Probably something more impactful. But I think I'm being greedy. You know? Let's not waste a moment more. This is Sleep Token with their newest piece of music, Caramel. Not caramel. Don't say that. Boop!
Like sirens, pay back for the good times. Right foot in the roses, left foot on a landmine. I'm not gonna be there, tripping on the grapevine. They can sing the words while I cry into the baseline. Wear me out like Prada, devil in my detail. I swear it's getting harder, even just to exhale. Trying to hide it every time they take your mind. So stick to me like caramel. Walk beside me till you feel nothing as well. They ask me, is it going good in the garden? Say I'm lost, but I beg no.
Okay, I really like it. However,
hello, this is Melissa in the future from the edit. I don't necessarily U-turn in this one, but I prejudge fairly hard. So if at any point you're thinking you might tap out, maybe stick around. I have at least the good grace to be embarrassed by how much I prejudged the song, and I don't necessarily feel really bad about it because, let's be fair, reaction content is the unseasoned fries of entertainment, and I'm just trying my best in what is essentially a pool of garbage to create something that is both entertaining and a little bit educational. I went off on a bit of a tangent here. Don't really know how to circle back after saying all of that. Okay, love you, bye.
I like it with a but. If you'd have told me on my 2025 bingo card that Sleep Token would release a song that starts in dancehall rhythm and then goes into the just, straight, metal style music, or at least rock, I would have said, what? Yeah, I think, do you know what it is? When the song started, I was like, ooh, am I starting to get fed up of hearing Vessel's vocals so affected? Is that starting to become slightly grating? The answer is actually no, but yes, when there's such stark instrumentation, which is bizarre because I've definitely heard Sleep Token songs where it's perhaps started incredibly huge and layered and then went very small, and the vocals effects did not change and it didn't stick out as hard to me, but it stuck out really hard to me there. I'm not sure why. I enjoy that they're going into a more heavy sound, not as heavy as I've heard them, because for sure Emergence felt very fragile and very lackluster's not the word, but it's in the neighbourhood. And I think that it's nice to hear a bit more of a punchy vibe. The drums are immaculate. When are the drums not immaculate in Sleep Token? Fight me. They're always great. Their drummer's fucking brilliant. I quite like the lyricism in the chorus. There's always some great one-liners in there with Sleep Token as well. I would say it's weird because the chorus feels very simplistic in the lyricism, which is strange because the verse is really great. There's some really beautiful ideas and quick snapshots of thought, consciousness, stream of consciousness that are really clever. I do like it. I'm being subdued because nothing is yet to stand out to me as exceptional. But I need everybody to know, that's not a judgment on Sleep Token, and even if it were, who the fuck cares? I'm nobody. It's more that I have Sleep Token here for so much that I've listened to, and this is like here. It's all relative. It is like, sometimes it's just a little step down from the normal greatness that it is. So yeah, let's keep going. Boop.
Too young to get bitter
I'm feeling
over
picky.
it all. Too old to retaliate like before. Too blessed to be caught ungrateful, I know. So I'll keep dancing along to the rhythm. The stage is a prison, a beautiful nightmare, a war of attrition. I'll take what I'm given, the deepest incisions. I thought I vision. I'll take what I'm given, the deepest incisions. I thought I got better, but maybe I didn't.
Oh! I spoke too fucking soon. I spoke too soon. It happens. It happens all the time. And I know what some of you are going to say. You've said it to me before. You're like, Melissa, can't you just listen to the whole song and then make a decision? And the answer is no. First of all, I pause because I have thoughts and feelings through the song, but also because just for me to play the entire track feels a bit shitty. I pause it so that people can't enjoy the original content without returning to Sleep Token's channel. Oh, I spoke too soon. Yeah, that's what it needed. That's truly what it needed. I think when I was listening to it, it felt very commercial, and it felt like a lot of things that are currently becoming popular in more mainstream music, which doesn't necessarily, I'm certainly not one of these people who's like, oh, you've become mainstream, fucking sellouts. I'm not that person. Because I understand how the music industry works, and I understand sometimes you have to lay with the fucking devil in order to get the thing you want, and it really depends on how bad you want that thing. So I don't judge anyone for becoming particularly commercial. Nah, not even. The only time I find it chewy and disgusting is when bands claim to be about things like anti-establishment, and then you find out that they're doing things like selling their merch through a big corporation for $50 a pop. Shit like that. Then I'm like, oh, fuck off. But changing your style, changing your sound to sort of weave within and out of genres, whether they be commercial or otherwise, I have no issue with that. Yeah, fantastic. The distorted vocals that Vessel was doing were so very buried in the mix. I'm sure that was stylistically a choice that was made, like an arrangement choice that they wanted. I'm a little bit sad for it because I would have loved to hear them just a tiny bit more in detail. But for what I could hear, it was glorious. It was glorious. Yeah, it needed that for sure. If the rest of the song had played out between this sort of lukewarm, on the fence style of guitar-driven music and the dancehall rhythm, I think I would have been really disappointed. Not because it's not good, just because I wanted just a little bit more. Again, it's greed. It's greed on my part, because, there's plenty of Sleep Token songs that do not have big drops or really intense sections in them that are still great. I would say the harmony in this song was really lovely. The particular parts with the music box really highlighted some of the harmony choices, were really pretty. All in all, yes, absolutely. Better than Emergence. Said it. Better than Emergence. And I liked Emergence, but this was better. Let me know in the comment section, am I wrong? Do I deserve to be beaten? I mean, even if you think that, none of you know where I live. But let me know your thoughts, feelings and opinions as always. Thank you for liking and subscribing and watching and being a bunch of fucking babes. Thank you to my patrons. Until next time, my dudes, may Sleep Token bless and keep you.